So I'm
Space
just gonna.
Marine 2, Warhammer
Okay.
40K. Why Space Marines 2 exec's YouTube comment became a lightning rod. The CEO of Saber Interactive left a controversial comment on Asmongold's channel. Oh, this is fantastic. Anyway,
What did he say? Like I heard.
I'm hoping it's gonna say it somewhere in here. Again, I can't remember where it was.
I know what he said. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. Let's see. They're not going to quote him 100%.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, I had to hear it from somewhere else.
Oh, wait. Is it further up? Let's see.
But he also see. A week ago,
so-
YouTube Legendary Drops posted a video called Space Marines 2 as a reminder of what we lost, in which he praised the game for its gruesome combat, beautiful presentation, and celebration of Warhammer 40k world and lore. He tried to juxtapose it with modern games that are either live service hamster wheels or single-player experiences that feel narratively convoluted and full of bloat gameplay systems.
Mm-hmm.
But he also talked about the game oozing with so much masculinity that I feel like I've been in a desert for the last few years.
It has been a wasteland for
nobody
dudes.
wants to go near anymore. Like for courage and honor and for brotherhood and for emperor. Which, of course, is what drove a lot of people to Helldivers 2.
Mm-hmm.
Was those
for democracy.
Right there. For managed
democracy.
For Super Earth. Anyway, managed democracy is best delivered through bullets, by the way. Legendary Drops went on to praise the limited banter among the characters, calling out the game's eschew. Eschew? Is that how that is? Eschew?
Yeah.
Okay. Simple good and evil characters, more stoic dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
The video didn't blow up until a few days later when Asmongold posted a nearly hour-long reaction to it, agreeing with most of Legendary Drop's point and elaborating on some points. The problem is not that modern games have complex characters. The problem is that their idea of complex character is a self-indulgent loser that doesn't have any charisma. That is absolutely right.
That is.
Fuck. That is like right on. Like Forspoken, for instance. Forspoken, great concept. Could have been a good game. Mm-hmm. Could have been.
And
they even hired a consulting firm called Black Girls Gamer whose sole purpose is to make sure that you don't stereotype black people in your games. Like, that is their creed, what they are built on. And what did they fucking do? Successfully stereotype the main character in the fucking game the whole goddamn time.
Yep.
It's like you had one fucking job and you fucking failed. What the hell? Anyway. Could have been a good game if they had gotten somebody else with brains to actually deal with the character.
The CEO also had said that he hopes that gaming returns to a point where they put fun and the player above essentially the messaging.
Mm-hmm.
He said at one point, he continued, what is that? That is, I guess it's okay. Anyway, there are two steps that happen in both
This is a Kotaku article?
Yes.
Oh crap. Let's just scroll down and see if we can find the quote.
Yeah, I want to find it too. It's got to be.
Oh wait, here it is, further down. Third paragraph.
Wonder World has particularly surprised anyone if it wasn't Saber Interactive's own CEO appearing to join the debate. Matt Karch, whose CEO, who co-founded the company in 2001, appeared to leave a comment on Asmongold's reaction video near the end of last week. Hey man, it begins. CEO of Saber here. I love your videos. When we signed the deal to make Space Marines 2, all I wanted was a throwback game. We had the chance to work on something which, by its nature, was old school. I can't even comprehend many of the current games that we play these days. They are too complex, too much of an investment. The comment continued.
Yeah, that's
supposed to be the continuation here. Why is it fonted like this?
It's Kotaku. They're retarded. Moving on.
Anyway, we worked on Halo back in the day, and that game could be distilled down to the simplest of shooting loops. But it was entirely addictive. That is why we wanted to recapture. I hope that games like Space Marine 2 and Wukong are the start of a revision of time when games were simply about fun and immersion. I spent some time as the chief operating officer at Embracer, and I saw games that were made me want to cry with their overblown attempts at messaging or imposing morals on gamers.
Ugh.
We just want to do some glory kills and get the heart rate up. For me, that is what games should be about.
And he's
right on.
Right.
Yeah, he's 100% right. What about that was controversial?
The interesting thing is, though, that every story that's going to have any weight to it will have an element of good versus evil, of us versus them, of you're doing something noble. Like if you're going and you're shooting up children, you're shooting up a school full of children, well, yeah, you're going to feel a certain sort of way about it. That's evil. And the audience knows that that's evil. The problem that we have with a lot of storytellers today, yes, they are full of their own consequence, but also they don't know what's good and what's evil anymore. You see the movies that they're putting out, and you're like, your morality is completely upside down, my dude. What are you doing? The characters that they have as heroes are at best anti-heroes. And even then, a lot of their morality is just backwards. So, so they need to go back to something simple because they've gotten lost in their quote unquote nuance. And in so doing, they've lost the heart of it. Like if all of your nuance somehow makes it to where it's okay to shoot little Timmy in the face, I think that you've lost the plot. You know, all of your morally gray stuff has basically pulled you over to the dark side. All of your sophistication is worth nothing if in the end you wind up basically becoming a villain. Rant over. Sorry. I feel like I need to have like slashes. I'm done.
Slashes. Off. Anyway, a lot of people probably just thought that yes, Space Marine 2 rules. I miss couch co-op and not grinding battle passes. Yeah, that probably has a lot to do with it too, because we haven't had that in a long damn time.
I don't even try for battle passes because of how obnoxious I personally think they are.
But for a contingency of the anti-woke gaming backlash, it vindicates the idea that at least one of the scourges of modern gaming is overblown attempts at messaging and imposing morals. That's what you fucking do.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's it. We don't need vindication that that's happening. It literally happens. Anyway, all this might have been easy to shrug off if not for a highly motivated ongoing harassment campaign against story consultants who earlier this year became the boogeyman responsible for every person of color and pride flag that shows up in a major game.
They are.
All right, I'm a pause. Okay, we're gonna start with harassment campaign.
All right, this begin is called MEGG rant and hello, Dara.
Hey,
for $5.
Hey, Dara, how you doing, man? And beware the moon.
Dashboard norm.
Nomad. Hello, people. Welcome.
Beware the moon sounds like a Blue Oyster Cult album.
Beware the moon. Beware the moon sounds awesome.
It wasn't a harassment campaign. It was a campaign of noticing. It was a campaign of paying attention to what
there was a harassment campaign. The harassment campaign was against a Brazilian man for listing their publicly available games that they worked on.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's where the harassment campaign actually was.
Well, he says that the harassment campaign was against story consultants.
I know. They said that, but it was the consultants who started the harassment campaign.
Is it
absolutely
who wrote this?
Who wrote
Kotaku
what?
loser.
Kotaku. One of those freaks from Kotaku.
Okay, Kotaku is a company. Ooh.
Ethan
Gosh. Thank you.
Yes, that freak. That loser. The absolute pissant.
Yeah, we had an app. Yeah, harassment campaign is actually my
Where do
middle
I
name.
sign up? Oh, Rumble Condor. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Wait.
Harassment campaign is my middle name. $5 Domo. Yeah, harassment campaign. That's right, everybody. Let's get geared up for the harassment campaign.
It's a family
How do
name.
you spell his last name?
I don't know. Jeez, Chad, making me go up here. It's Gooch. G
Gotch. Kind of like mock.
It's Cooch, like coochie, with a G.
All right, got it. Okay.
Ethan.
But I mean, the thing is that I like how they decide that they want to use quote unquote people of color and insert other quote unquote marginalized quote unquote marginalized human beings as shields and as basically, I don't know, sprinkles to add on so that they could say that they're virtuous. Well, we're not just upset about this thing, but because you went after the marginalized, now that makes us virtuous. That's what makes us so special. And I mean,
I got disconnected, guys. Are we still live?
We are. We're still live.
Oh shit! Like I was like, "Hello, where'd everybody go?"
Oh, we've been right here, dude.
Circling. Okay.
I was having a fun little rant, and I just got to. I don't know. I'm done.
All right, continue.
No, it's just very annoying being constantly used as a shield for people who want to basically hoist people with my either skin tone or people who want to hoist up people who just have, I don't know, whatever quote unquote marginalized character trait they want.
Oh yeah, this dude is not on social media.
Oh,
I'm sure he was.
He probably is with a pseudonym. But yeah, to hoist people up like that as though this somehow makes you virtuous. We are used as props to bolster these kinds of complaints. So that way they can say, "Oh, you can't do that because you're being mean. You're being mean to the poor little weak people."
Hang on a second, Meg.
No, we're gonna have to pay somebody to clip Meg's rants and just post them.
Yeah. Gio, shall you read the next dono?
Daramouthe with $2. Let's go hard to her ass.
Da, da, da.
See how that went.
I need to get a rim shot to put on my soundboard.
You know, when you're speaking of asses, maybe not talk about rim shots. Just saying, you want to space that out a little bit. Just
not at all.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Here we go. There's an extra irony in Warhammer 40k game becoming the Crucible, given its openly fascist world building and the fact that the owners of it had to repeatedly remind the more toxic corners of the fan base that Warhammer is for everyone. It is absolutely not for everybody. Go fuck yourselves. I don't care what Game Workshop says. They're fucking wrong. You know why they're fucking wrong? Because they are doing things for these woke lunatics, these complete morons, that they are just completely fundamentally changing the lore of Warhammer. And I love it because they like to clap back and say, well, Warhammer lore changes all the fucking time. This is different than adding a fucking extra Marine to something or another unit to the game.
Yeah.
No, this is actual lore that was written and isn't exactly supposed to be changing like that, to the point that you've got something that is completely all men. Like, it is straight up like you can't have female space marines. Why? Because females die from the process. It's that simple. It's that easy. You can't have female custodies. Why? Because it's only men who go and become custodies. And what do? We now have female custodies, and they're butt ugly, because we apparently got to see a rendering of one recently.
Yeah, that was bad.
And that one, I don't know who it was who I was going on about with over at Twitter, and he's like, or I'm sorry, let me calm down for a second. Some chick said something about something, so he was, dishing on the chick telling her she's ugly. And it's like, if you think a female custodian is better looking than her, you're a fucking idiot at this point.
Another donut.
All right, other dono. $2 dono from Daramouthe. Kobe Bryant thought it was funny. I'm getting there.
He was mid-rant, Dara. Just saying.
To the degree that Space Marine 2 doesn't impose morals on the player, in quotes, by the way, it only becomes the politics of the universe are so obviously bleak and abhorrent that regular people know to treat them as a grimdark fantasy rather than their hero's journey. No, because Warhammer 40K came out and there was already people going, why can't I choose a female Marine? Like, those posts came up, and then other people were like, those aren't real posts.
Okay,
they're just farming this, that, and the other. And, you know, it's hard to tell what is actually real or not, because these are the same fucking people who said we needed female custodies and then praised the fact that we got female custodies when we weren't supposed to ever have female custodies because women can't be custodians.
Plus, they already have the, what was it, Sisters?
Bye, Tara.
They got the Sisters of
Bye,
Silence.
guys. Thanks for stopping
Use
by.
the fucking Sisters of Silence.
Yeah.
All right, see you, Dara. Have a good one.
I didn't mean bye. I didn't want to throw off your rant, but I did want to say goodbye.
Yeah.
But like, there are female units, female-centric units in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they want to come in, they invade the space, they want to make it their own, and then they want to push everybody out. And what happens when you do that? You get fucking Concord. You get Dustborn. You get Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. You're right. Nobody's going to be there to fucking play it because they're all going to fucking go away and play something else. Anyway.
That's his in rant. Chad, do you have anything you want to weigh in on it?
Actually, it's funny because a while back, there was a meme perfect for this that I was looking for, and I couldn't find it anywhere online. I don't know why, but it just disappeared for a while. But I found it again. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to...
All right, Phil. Well, thanks for stopping by anyway. Continue.
There. I'm going to be sending on Discord here in a hot second. Okay. There it is.
In the meantime, I can talk then. Okay. So you felt that this was that this was a grudging sort of admission that people are looking forward to and liking this game. When he started dropping in anti-woke, and then it just rapidly went down from there. And like this, the thing is that this dude's concern is not, yes, that is absolutely correct. This dude's concern was not the gameplay. I didn't read anything about the gameplay really in that. No. All I read about was basically how he feels about it now.
Yep. That's gaming journalism. It's not about the game. It's about how I feel about the game. And you got to ascribe to my worldview. Yeah. Instead of just telling us, hey, the game plays pretty well. Hey, there's a couple bugs here and there, but nothing game breaking. No, they can't say that because that'd be actually journalism.
Oh, it would be useful. Like, I literally just want to know what the game is about. Please tell me. You know,
I know nothing. I know nothing more now than I did when this article started.
Well, I do know that I probably.
I like the CEO.
I like the CEO a little bit, and you know, I mean, about the game, no, but I do know that I feel more favorably about it, and if it does well, I'll be like, cool, because it pissed this guy off, and this guy is an insufferable twat waffle. So that's kind of all that matters to me at this point.
Yeah, apparently, this guy is pissed off though, just because the CEO of Saber was like, "Yeah, modern games suck ass."
No, well, he didn't even say any. I really
say it. He was much nicer about it.
I thought he was gonna go so much. I heard about this and people were like, yeah, and I was like, okay, I wonder what he said. I'm reading this and I'm like, this is so basic. This is like, I just feel like the games are too complicated. So I made a game that was simple because that's what I really, really like, and I think that's what gamers would like. Here, guys, do you like this? That's literally what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
This guy said these are the kind of games I like, so we tried to make that kind of game because we think that people would like it.
So put into perspective, how starved are gamers for actually good games that this was groundbreaking?
Yeah. Well, and how insulated and used to being pandered to are these kind of people that something this tepid would send him on this long rant about you know, this about a harassment campaign that didn't happen and the anti-wokes and the chuds, etc. I mean, it's just this was tepid, honestly. It doesn't warrant more than like 2 paragraphs. If even that. I frankly think this was a waste of space. I mean, it's not like it went on paper, but still. This dude was just like rage typing,
It was a waste of cyberspace.
It is.
That adds nothing.
Let's move on then.